Hi there, I'm Jesse, and this is my assistant, Brian. Thanks for joining us, Brian. Today we're doing an experiment of the effect of thoughts on stones and rice. This is a follow-up experiment to the Masaru Emoto experiment of thoughts on water, in which he took 2 jars and he placed labels, one positive and one negative, and allowed the public to view it. And then he froze the water and examined the crystals under a microscope. And what he found was that the positive thought affected crystals made beautiful snowflake-like patterns, and the negative ones very discordant, not so pretty. So this experiment is based on the rice experiment, in which case on the negative crystal, or on the negative thought, the rice rots terribly, and the positive thought, the rice is almost preserved. So I'm going to do an overview of what we have in this experiment today. Starting, we're just going to do a typical good word and bad word to see if our thoughts really do affect it or if it's a myth. Second of all, we're going to see if just looking at the crystal and thinking of the crystal is perhaps a placebo and will affect the rice, versus no crystal, nothing. Also, in that, we're going to have a crystal on the inside in which we can't see the crystal, to see if the crystal itself, with no human mental interaction, has an effect on the rice. So here's where it gets fun. Now we get a bad word and a good crystal. We're going to see if crystals can actually protect you from negative thoughts, etc.
What kind of crystal is that, Jesse?
This is a citrine, which is a beautiful crystal, and it actually both charges and clears. Is a stone that never needs clearing or charging.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, moving on, we have these protection crystals. This is actually unikite, which has a couple of names. I'm not sure what the true name is. It could be epidite, could be picture jasper. I really don't know, but it's a protection stone. And the other one is obsidian, which has long been used as a protection stone. And they're both somewhat grounding stones. So
excellent.
We're going to see if perhaps that speeds up the rotting process or protects against it. Another one in this experiment is transformation, in which we have moonstone, which is good for regulating cycles and balance and masculine and feminine energy. And we have malachite, which is very good for emotional grief and emotional transformation in general. I suggest you find that if you're heartbroken. So the funnest part of this experiment is we got to pick 2 rocks in which we voluntarily decided to dislike.
This one.
This is Tiger's Eye.
This is the one that I disliked for a very long time.
The specific one we're not going to like, right, just for this experiment.
What kind of crystal, sorry?
It's a Tiger's Eye, which is it's grounding. It's a very playful stone. Very fun. And its brother.
But not to me.
Yeah, we're not going to like it this time.
We're not going to like it this time.
We've got lapis lazuli, which is actually a really awesome stone. It's got iron pyrite, and yeah, it's known as a celestial stone. Also, it's a magical attributes in this stone. It's very beautiful. We're going to love this, and we're going to see if our voluntary love or dislike can affect the rice. Alright, so for this procedure, we have sterilized all our equipment and stones to prevent as many possible outside influences as there can be. We're also going to try and put them in a location where they're not too affected by light or electronics. And what the experiment involves is me looking and thinking this word at least once a day for the next 30 days. So I will say thank you to this rice and think it, and then I will say you suck to this rice and I'll think it. And I will look at this crystal, I'll think about it, and hopefully this crystal does its job in the rice on its own. And no, I'm not wearing gloves, but my hands are also sterilized naturally. This one's going to be fun to see if this stone can protect it from this bad word, which I won't say on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube fans, for watching. Hope you learned something that you didn't already know, perhaps.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, we don't want any distasteful comments. If you don't agree with this experiment, don't watch it. If you don't like what we're doing, don't comment. We would like to inform as best we can. Just do a test. We don't even know what's going to happen. So keep an open mind, and please don't bash each other on the internet.
Love your brothers.
Exactly.
And love your rice.
We don't need any distasteful comments on YouTube.
Alright, here's the fun part. I'm going to give this one love, and he's going to give this one hate. Hate away, my friend.
So this crystal, I chose, it is a tiger's
eye, yes.
Tiger's eye. I went into his case of crystals, and I chose this crystal because it was just the first one that came to me that I would like to dislike.
Yeah.
It's funny. Anyways,
that works out.
Yeah, I saw it and I chose it, and that's as fast as I could. I just wanted to make a decision, and this one came to me because, you know what, the color, I'm not liking the color, I'm not liking the size, I'm not liking the shape.
You're not a yellow person, are you?
No, it's very, it bothers me, the color of this crystal, and you'll have to forgive me, everybody, but this is for YouTube, and this is for the experiment, so, yep, I hate this crystal. Hate it. And if you could all hate this crystal when you're looking at it, it would greatly help.